Welcome everybody to Moon Magic Tarot. Today we're going to be answering the question, what will your marriage be like? Yes, what will your marriage be like in the future when you get married? How is it going to be between you and your future spouse? So, before we get started, I'd like to remind you to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I do have an Etsy shop where you can get a personalized reading if you'd like to have a question that you would like the answer to on a personal basis. Go ahead and click on the description below to find my Etsy shop for personalized readings. So let's go ahead and get started. We have 4 groups today, and the links, the timestamps will be in the description down below. It'll also be a pinned comment. And so we have group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So go ahead and choose whichever one calls to you the most. Don't overthink it. Just pick whatever you are drawn to. And I'll give you a moment. You can go ahead and pause the video if you like. Welcome group 1 to your reading to find out what your marriage will be like with your future spouse. So first off, we have this beautiful card, which you chose, and it says, freedom, there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So this card, this is the root of your relationship. So your marriage is going to experience a lot of freedom. You know, your partner, first off, your future partner, your future spouse, they're not going to be the type that is overly jealous. You know, they're not going to try and restrict you in any way. You're going to have a lot of freedom in the relationship. And you know that is a good thing. You know, they're not going to try and control you in any way. It's going to be a very freeing relationship filled with freedom. And you know, for a relationship to be healthy and have this kind of freedom, there has to be a lot of trust. So I do see there being a lot of trust between the two of you, and that's really what marks this sense of freedom for you. And so the freedom that you'll experience, it can be also to do with the lifestyle that you might live with your future partner. Perhaps he has a profession, a job, a career where he has a lot of freedom in his day-to-day life. You know, there's a lot of freedom to do what you want to do instead of having to. Perhaps he's self-employed, or him or her. Perhaps they're self-employed. They have some kind of business that allows them a lot of freedom, and that's going to translate into the marriage as well. Perhaps there might be a lot of traveling, a lot of spontaneous vacations and vacations, you know, because you have this flexibility and freedom to do whatever you want with your time, you know. Perhaps they might be some kind of investor, you know, in the stock market that allows them freedom and flexibility to move around and travel. But more so, since it's the root of your relationship, it's going to be a very a relationship where you are free, you don't feel bound or tied down. I'm not saying it's going to be an open relationship if that's not what you want or anything, but for those of you who would prefer a kind of open relationship with your future partner, then yeah, that's definitely going to be the case for you. For those that don't want that, obviously you're not going to be in that type of relationship. So yeah, let's go ahead and see further into what your marriage will be like. And here we have the Star Tarot, and if you want to check this tarot deck out, you can definitely check out the link in the description down below where I have all of these cards and decks listed. So what will your marriage be like? So first off, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor usually indicates a lot of structure and stability. So this relationship, although we started off with this Freedom card, I think Spirit is really trying to show you that this isn't going to be the type of freedom that is just going to be crazy or wild. There's still going to be a lot of structure and a lot, this really does indicate a traditional relationship. So that's first off. There may be a lot of logic involved in your marriage. And so this is going to be a very serious relationship. So your partner will give you a lot of freedom. You'll have a lot of freedom between you two. Perhaps very strongly, I do see this sense of your lifestyle having a lot of freedom for the both of you, for you to be able to choose whatever it is that you want out of life. Like there's a lot of opportunity for you to just be free in your lives together. But there's definitely an indication here of a very traditional relationship. So with this card here, we also see that there's going to be a lot of busyness in your marriage. There's going to be a lot of like a balancing act that you'll have to do. You'll have to really prioritize your romance time, like now with this card, like I'm getting the picture that for some of you you are going to be very independent in your marriage, so you're going to have to work to come together, and I do see here that this is going to happen with the Knight of Cups. This card tells me that there's going to be a lot of attraction between the two of you. There's going to be a lot of romance. You both of you will put in the effort to keep your marriage strong, to keep your sensuality, your connection, your spark alive. You're going to be flirtatious with each other, and you're going to be very in love. Like you're not going to lose that spark. And this can have a lot to do with this Freedom card. You both have a lot of freedom. Maybe there'll be times where you won't see each other for a day. Maybe one of you is traveling for their career, and then when you come back together, it's like you spark this, you missed each other, so you have this spark and this romance together. And you'll stay in love together. There's a lot of, I see a lot of romance with this card. There's a lot of romance, despite the the juggling of having to balance out time for your career, for your family, for your romance. It does show here that you will have that. You will have that romance aspect. You will prioritize it. And so now let's take a look and see what is going to keep your marriage strong. What is going to keep your marriage strong? Ooh. So with the Eight of Pentacles, what's going to keep your marriage strong is basically both of you putting in the time to cultivate your relationship, to making time for romance, making time for, Friday night date night, for, giving the time necessary to keep that love, that romance alive, keep that spark and that magic alive. Because the essence of your relationship is freedom, which has a lot of connotations, there's going to be spontaneous. Your partner is going to be spontaneous. They're going to, surprise you with romantic gestures. And they're definitely going to be very, very passionate towards you. And this is essentially what's going to keep your marriage strong. So let's go ahead and see what are going to be the favorite qualities, your favorite qualities of your future spouse. What about them are you going to absolutely love? So you have the Nightingale for the qualities that you're going to love about your future spouse. And what this tells me is that you are going to love your partner's voice. They're going to have a very beautiful voice. Perhaps they may even sing, and you are going to absolutely love the way that they sing, and just the way that they communicate, the way that they talk. It's just going to be, very, very attractive to you. Perhaps they may be, they may tell you a lot of sweet things, a lot of poetic and beautiful things, that you just absolutely love, and that just make you feel special. You're also going to love that this person, they speak their mind. They speak without fear. And this is different from, this person will be different from like a blunt person who just says things, whatever they're thinking, without regard for the other person's feelings. No, this is somebody who's going to be able to express the way that they feel, what they actually truly think, with kindness, without hurting somebody else's feelings. So they're going to be master communicators. And so let's go ahead and see what qualities your partner, your future spouse, is going to love about you. So for your quality, we have the Horse. The Horse is a very strong personality. So they're going to really love about you that you never give up. There's a kind of expansive energy about you. You are a free person. And you you just have this momentum. You know, when you want to achieve anything, you can. You know, you put your mind to something and you go for it and you achieve it. So your partner is really going to love that about you. They're going to also love the fact that you are very reliable and supportive. So yeah, the personality of the horse is just a personality of freedom and somebody who's fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. So these are the things that your partner are going to just love. This energy of, you know, going for what you want and getting it done and achieving what you set your mind to do. Now let's take a look at how your future partner is going to support you. And we have balance. Take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries with your work. Wow. So yeah, your future spouse is going to be very, very they're going to be very fair, very appreciative of you. They're going to they're going to make sure that you have a balance in your life. Like they're going to be very they're going to notice a lot if you're overworking yourself and you're not making time for your self-care, if you're not making time for playtime, for leisure activities. They're going to be very, very vigilant of that, and they're going to be very supportive in the way that they'll tell you, oh, you know, I've noticed that you've been working too hard. Why don't you take the day off today and I'll take over your chores. I'll do your chores so that you can go and relax. You know, perhaps, you know, you have this moment. You know, we all have those weeks where we just, something came up and then now we're backed up with everything we need to do. And so we're overworking ourselves, and we put aside time for ourselves. It's time that we need to take care of ourselves in order to take care of other people and take care of the responsibilities that we have. So this person is going to always be aware of that. They're going to take notice, and they're going to make sure that you do have the time for yourself. Like they're going to be a true partner that's going to allow for you to always have a balance in your life. And they're going to be like that with themselves too. They're going to make sure that they take the time to, you know, work hard, but also play hard, you know, make time for everything. We do have this card here, the Two of Pentacles, which talked about juggling things, you know, but now we have this other card here coming in and showing us that this person is going to be very aware of the balancing act, of the juggling of activities and responsibilities, and they're going to be a true partner in that they will take some of this load onto themselves. This definitely is not going to be the type of relationship where you know, one person is working harder than the other. You know, and usually when we think of a traditional relationship, we think of you know, the man going out and working, and then he comes home and he has free time while you're still working. The woman is still taking care of the kids and cooking, and you know, which many of the times it's not fair. Many here in the United States, for example, we see a lot of women who work. They have a 9-to-5 job, but then they also take care of the kids. They cook, they clean, so they end up doing a lot more work than the man, because of this machismo, or this thinking that men don't cook, men don't clean. It's definitely not going to be like that for you. This person is going to be really there. Your workload between the two of you is going to be even, half and half. Like, they're going to be very fair and support you and make sure that you have the time to take care of yourself. Okay, so next we'll take a look at how are you going to support your partner, your future spouse. And this is the Love Goddess Oracle, which again, it will be down in the description below if you want to check it out. This is a particularly new deck that we have. So we have reflection, healing, transformation. So you are going to bring you're going to bring a transformation into this person's life. And also there's going to be, you're going to have this ability to really help your partner, your future spouse, reflect. Also, you are going to help them remove blockages that they have and find new solutions to old problems that have troubled them for years. Because you're going to bring in this, this energy of healing and transformation into their lives. And so that's how you're going to support them. You're going to be somebody who helps them find solutions to problems. You're really going to be their partner in everything, because you're going to be able to help them become free of these burdens that might be burdening them, through your support, through your love and understanding, through your ability to help them reflect on things better. So, what advice does Spirit have for you, for your marriage, for a happy marriage? And this is the Whispers of Love Tarot deck, which again will be linked in the description. So, what advice does Spirit have for you for a happy marriage? Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. And so here we see again this theme, like with the Two of Pentacles, we see that there's a lot of things going on in your life. But we have all these other cards over here. Also the Eight of Pentacles, it has this energy of, working hard towards things as well. And it seems like you may be a very ambitious person as well. So, but we have this theme as well of making time to relax, And here we have rest and relaxation is essential. We have a fundamental need to take a break. So Spirit is telling you here that it is imperative that you do, both of you, in the future, take time to relax, to vacation, to make time to just, take a break from it all, Right now, me and my husband, we don't have children yet, so I don't know if this will change in the future. But we definitely try to take at least one day a week where we don't do anything. We literally just lounge around in comfy clothes, watching TV or reading, just relaxing, no work, nothing, and there are weeks where we can't do that, but we do try and take the time where at least one day a week we just completely relax. So Spirit is saying that it's very important for your future relationship for you to, relax. Perhaps take vacations to the ocean, to the beach, tropical islands, in the Caribbean, or the Pacific. Make sure that you take the time in your future marriage to vacation, relax, play, heal, etc. And lastly, we have one last little message here for you. Patience, wait for the fruit to ripen. So that's just the last message for you that you can, take however it resonates for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I had a lot of fun doing it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. If you have a personal question or anything you might like the answer to, I do offer personalized readings. I have an Etsy shop, which is linked in the description down below if you're interested. And thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye. Welcome, Group 2, to your reading to find out what your marriage will be like. So to start off, what will be the root of your relationship? We have this card from the Lover's Oracle. And it says, sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Wow. So there's going to be a lot of sensuality between the two of you. You're going to be very attracted to each other, and it seems that your sexual life is going to be very strong and very good. And it seems also that you're just going to be able to share in this intimacy together, where you do feel as you are one. So when you come together, you're going to be really feel this connection. Like, it's going to be deeper than just the physical. The connection between the two of you, it's not just that the sex is going to be good, it's just that you will be able to connect on a deeper level when you do have sexual encounters. It's going to be deeper than just something physical between the two of you. And so let's go ahead and see what your marriage will be like. And this is the Star Tarot that we'll be using. So let's go ahead and see what your marriage will be like. To start off, we have the Tarot. And what this tells me is that this is going to be a relationship that is going to be very, very strong. That it's not going to be easily destroyed, okay? The foundation is going to be strong. You know, this isn't going to be the type of relationship that, you know, any little problem happens and since your foundation is weak, it threatens the relationship from, you know, it threatens the relationship. No, nothing can threaten this relationship. Any problem can come towards both of you that you will be able to overcome together. It's not going to threaten your relationship in any way, no matter how sudden the changes happen. And so, yeah, there may be a lot of changes within your marriage that may happen throughout the life of your marriage. A lot of sudden, you know, very intense changes. And so with the Chariot, what this tells me is that when both of you meet, when your relationship begins, it's going to move very quickly and very confidently because both of you you're going to feel this strong connection, and you're not going to waste time. You're going to be confident in your decision to move forward with each other. So, you know, you're going to take the wheel and you're going to make it happen, because you know that, you know what your destination is. You know that you want to be with this person, and you're going to take control of that with confidence and courage, and it's going to drive you into the relationship and into, you know, spending time together and growing together. And then here we have the Empress, you know, and this is a very good card to get, in my opinion, when it comes to a marriage. You know, there's going to be a lot of nurturing between the two of you. You're going to be very supportive. Your future spouse is going to be very supportive of you. You're going to be supportive of each other. And you're going to be very committed to each other. And again, we get this sense of sensuality. The Empress is very sensual. You know, she is usually shown pregnant, you know, that which indicates as well, you know, what we first talked about. Because, you know, pregnancy can't happen without that. And so, yeah, this is, you know, your partner is going to be very nurturing, very loving, very caring towards you. And it's just going to be a very successful and fertile relationship that both of you are going to have. Yeah, very strong connection. You know, very confident in the way that you feel about each other, not wasting any time to, you know, move the relationship forward. And then having this very strong foundation, very fertile, very sensual relationship, coming together and supporting each other. And, you know, being attracted to each other on more than just a physical level. So now let's take a look and see what's going to keep your marriage strong. What is going to keep your marriage strong, Group 2? With this Seven of Cups, especially since it initially came out reversed, I don't usually do reversals for these pick-a cards, but it is interesting to note that it did come out reversed, and this is a card of a lot of choices. And it seems to me that what's going to keep your marriage strong is the fact that you are going to really choose each other very quickly. You're not going to be you know, choosing between one person and this person or anything. Like, you are going to know there's going to be no other option except for this person when you find each other. And that's what's going to keep your marriage strong. The fact that you're not going to look anywhere else for anything else, because this person is going to meet your needs. So they are going to be your only option, your only love, you know, and that's just going to really strengthen your relationship. The fact that you feel like you are one eternal soul, you know, and that's where you're going to find that true bliss. Just like how, you know, we see in the card that we got in the beginning. So next up we have the Animal Spirit deck to find out what qualities of your future spouse will you really love about. What will you love about them? Okay, and also what qualities of yours will your future spouse love about you? So for the qualities that you're going to love about your future spouse in your marriage is going to be the fact that they're represented by the Tiger, and this indicates that this person is going to be very passionate and they're going to have a very strong spirit. They're going to be very strong, maybe physically, but also, and most importantly, emotionally. Okay, strong. Their mind is going to be very strong. Emotionally, they're going to be very, very strong. And yeah, they're going to be very sensual, and you're going to love this about them. There's a lot of indication here of this sensuality between the two of you. So yeah, that is an area of your life that you are not going to have any trouble with. They're just going to be you're going to love that about them, that they're just very sensual and passionate with you. And they're very devoted and receptive. For you, we got the oyster. So this is the oyster. And the qualities of the oyster are that they are very patient. They feel like they are blessed. They're very generous and very masterful. Whatever the oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. So your partner is really going to love this about you. They're going to love that you can really master anything that you set your mind to do. And the fact that you are a very generous person. You're very generous in love, in with your physical things, with your time. You're just an overall generous person, and they're going to really love this about you. So now with the Unicorn Oracle, I want to find out how is your future partner going to support you in your marriage. Anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. Okay. So your future partner is really going to honor your feelings. They're not going to try and censor the way that you feel. They're going to honor whatever it is that you're feeling, no matter if it's anger, sadness, no matter if it's a negative feeling or a positive feeling. They're definitely going to honor that anger. They're going to be very aware of the fact that anything that you feel is something to pay attention to, something that that is a catalyst for change. So yeah, it's going to be a very safe space for you to show at any moment like how you feel. If you're angry, if you're disappointed in anything about your relationship, your future spouse is going to make it a safe space for you to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. And that's a very valuable thing. So now let's go ahead and take a look with the Goddess Love Oracle so we can find out how you are going to support your future spouse. Compassion. You are loved unconditionally. So yeah, that's a very self-explanatory. You are going to be very compassionate towards your future spouse. You're going to really love them without any conditions. And that's a big way that you are going to support your future spouse. And it really does mirror, how they are going to support you. It's a love that is unconditional, no matter what you do, no matter how you feel, you are going to love each other because you have a strong foundation. That's why it's very difficult for anything to come and break that relationship. No matter what life throws at you, the relationship is going to remain strong because there is this sense of unconditional love between the two of you. So now let's take a look and see with the Whispers of Love Oracle, let's see what advice you have for a happy marriage. What can Spirit advise you for this future marriage? Be willing to express love. Express love to receive love. So yeah, Spirit here is reminding you to express the love that you feel for each other. And that's what's going to keep your marriage strong. To express that love that you feel. I see in this reading there's a lot of love. It's not just sexual love. It's on an emotional and intimate level. And so just make sure that you show it, and, it does go hand in hand with this sexual union that we have up here, because that is a way to express love between a marriage, between a couple. So this expression of love is going to be very, very important in your marriage. So lastly, we have this here. This is the Secret Garden mini tarot cards, or mini cards. So let's go ahead and see. This is just a message for you that you will interpret however it resonates with you on a personal level. Retreat. Never underestimate the healing power of a quiet moment. So that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more pick a card videos. Also, just a reminder, if you have a personal question or anything that you need help with, I do offer personalized readings in my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description down below if you're interested. And so once again, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Welcome, Group 3, to your reading to find out what your marriage will be like. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first card. Isn't that beautiful? This is the Lover's Oracle. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So this is going to be the root of your marriage. There's going to be a lot of intimacy and closeness between the two of you, but it's going to be very healthy. It's not going to be obsessive. Neither one of you is going to try and suffocate each other. You're not going to suffocate each other. You're going to be able to give each other the space that's necessary. It's like holding a bird. If you hold that bird, if you hold it too loose, it's gonna fly away. But if you hold it too tightly, it'll suffocate and die. And that's really what this card is saying here. There's going to be a great balance between making time for each other and making time for yourself as well in this marriage. So now we're going to take a look at the Star Tarot so that we can see more about what your marriage is going to be like. And the link for these cards will be in the description down below if you're interested. So with this first card here, with the Five of Cups, there's a sense of moving on from past hurts. So perhaps both of you or one of you will be coming into this relationship from another breakup, a very bad breakup that caused a lot of grief. And this relationship is really going to help you move past that hurt, not get over the person. By the time you meet this person, obviously you will be over whoever broke your heart. But what I'm talking about is just healing from whatever trauma that this past relationship caused for you or for your future spouse. So there's going to be moving on from this past hurt, you know, a lot of healing through that. This person is going to help you move past those past hurts and resentments to the future. You know, you're not going to transfer that into this relationship. You're not going to bring, you know, those feelings into this relationship. So with this card here, it's very important that you are willing to experiment and explore in your relationship so that the relationship doesn't become stagnant or boring. It's very important for you, for both of you, to make time to find new things that you love together, and just work on the relationship. To make that relationship stronger and stronger, and avoid, you know, just becoming complacent and bored in the relationship. And so, and that's indicated here by this Seven of Pentacles, where we see, you know, this person, you know, working in their field, putting all their hard work, all their heart into their work. And so that's telling me that, yeah, you know, there's work that you're going to have to put into this relationship, into this love, into this romance. You know, make sure to, you know, have date night and, you know, just make time for each other, you know, not let the minuity of life, the everyday tasks, get in the way of you making time for each other and for the relationship. And so now let's take a look at what is going to keep your marriage strong. What is going to keep your marriage strong? And judging from all the cards that we've gotten here, there's what's going to keep your marriage strong is both of you experiencing different things together, different activities, trying new things, being open to possibilities, to new activities, to new people in your life, to just, you know, variety. That's what's going to there's a risk of this relationship becoming stagnant and boring if you don't work at it. And so what's going to keep it strong is just both of you, you know, giving time for love and experiencing new things, new activities, new destinations, just keeping things fresh, basically. Next up, let's use the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, Oracle, to see what qualities you are going to love about your partner and what qualities they're going to love about you. What qualities are they going to love about you? So for your future spouse, we have the Wolf. And, you know, the Wolf is very committed to their family. They are like the guardian of their family. So you're going to love that your future spouse is going to be very involved in your family, whether you have children or not. They're going to be... family is going to be very important to them. They're also going to be very reliable, fearless, and they're going to perhaps be some kind of humanitarian or activist or mentor or teacher whether it's religious or political or anything like that, where they, where they guide people, where they are leaders. And so you're going to really love this leadership quality, but also the fact that they're very reliable and family is very, very important to them. So yeah, I talked about the potential of this relationship, becoming boring if you don't make time for romance. But the upside of that is the fact that you have this very reliable person, somebody you can really, really count on to always be there. Like, this isn't the person to just give up. Like, even if things were to become boring, which I'm not saying that they will or anything, this person is not gonna leave. They're gonna stay, because family is very important to them. They've made a commitment to you, they've made a promise, and they're gonna keep that promise no matter what. They're not just gonna give up on you or give up on your family or anything, because it's the most important thing to them. And that's really what you're going to truly love about this person, the fact that they put you first. You are their family. They're gonna always protect you from anything. And I think it's important to bring up the first card, where it says that this person, like, you're going to give each other space. You're not this isn't going to be like an obsessive, jealous kind of person, but they are going to be there. They're going to be present, and they're going to be reliable. And for you, we have the Gazelle. So your future spouse is going to love that you are graceful, that you're very perceptive, and that you are artistic. So in one way or another, there is an artistic nature about you that they're really going to love. Perhaps it may be just as, a feminine touch in the home, even if you're not like an artist as a career or anything, you don't draw or paint or sculpt or anything like that. There's still an artistic air about you. You have a flair, you have an eye for beauty, and they're gonna really, really love that about you. And also for those who consider themselves artists in any way, artistic and creative, they're gonna really, really love that about you. They're just going to love that you are a very beautiful person. You're very sophisticated and elegant in your way of being. And you really take pride in your surroundings. So you really know how to, it goes back to what I was saying about that feminine touch, Whether you're a man or a female who's watching this, you do have an eye for your surroundings, an eye for beauty, for finding beautiful things and cultivating that beauty. And so they're going to really love that about you. So let's see with the Unicorn Oracle, how is your future spouse going to support you? We have hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. So yeah, your future spouse is going to be somebody who you can always come to to be uplifted. Whenever you feel down, whenever you feel negative about something in your life, this person is always going to bring that hope. They're going to be positive, and just, find the light in any situation. Even if something has gone wrong, even if something bad has happened in your life, this person is always going to have that positive outlook. They're always going to find the light in the darkness. And they're going to bring that into your life. And now I have the Goddess Love Oracle, one of my newer decks. And I'm going to go ahead and see how you are going to support your future spouse. Dedication. Your challenges will reap rewards. So yeah, you are going to be very dedicated to this relationship. You're going to be very dedicated to your family as well. That's why you love this aspect of your future spouse so much, because you are also dedicated to this relationship. This is going to be a very, very healthy relationship where both of you support each other very well. And because of your partner's, your future spouse's personality, they're really going to admire this dedication that you have for them and for your family as well. And it's going to be a very important aspect of your relationship, the fact that you're so dedicated, and they're going to prize that above anything, because it's going to make them feel supported and loved, that you are so dedicated, you know, into putting effort into the relationship, into maintaining the spark within your marriage throughout the years, you know, as time goes on, you know, a marriage that lasts, you know, you'll be together for years, you know, depending on when you get married. But if you get married in your 20s or 30s, just think, you know, if you stay together for the rest of your lives and you live until you're like 90, how many years is that? You know, that's like more than 50 years together. And so, yeah, any marriage that is long lasting is going to require for you to keep working at it, for you to maintain that spark, you know, after so many years. And you're going to be dedicated to that, and that's going to bring a lot of beautiful things into your marriage. And it's going to be very important to your spouse. So now let's see what advice Spirit has for a happy marriage for you. And this is the Whispers of Love Tarot, which is linked as well in the description down below. All of the cards are. Let's see. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. So yeah, this really does resonate with the overall reading. It's very important that both of you find things that you love together to do. Try new things together in order to maintain the spice in your marriage, the variety, you know, keep it alive, keep that spark alive. Find what you love to do together. And finally, I have these mini cards. These are the Secret Garden mini cards. And we'll just throw one of these and I'll read it to you, and you can, you know, take the message however it resonates with you on a personal level. Wallflower, look for the crack in the concrete to find your way out. So that's your final message. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more pick a card videos. If there's any question that you might have, any personal questions or issues that you might want to look into, I do offer personalized readings, and you can find the link to my Etsy shop in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day or night. Bye-bye. Welcome, Group 4, to your reading about how your marriage will be like. So let's go ahead and take a look. Your first card, this represents the root of your marriage. And this is the Lover's Oracle. And we have healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a healing aspect to this relationship. Both of you are going to play a role in healing each other. From past traumas perhaps, or just as your relationship goes on, both of you will be, you'll be a source of healing from the events of life for each other, okay? So, you know, if anything, you know, if there's like a death in your family, which something natural of life, it's a part of life, you know, later on in your marriage, at some point, you know, one of your parents might die, which is, again, a natural occurrence of life. your partner will be able to help you heal through this in a very powerful way, and vice versa. I'm not saying anybody's parents is going to die or anything. It's just an example. But again, it is a normal part of life, especially when you're married with someone for a long, long time. So let's go ahead and see the Star Tarot so that we can see what your marriage is going to be like. Let's see what the tarot has to say about what your marriage is going to be like. A lot of energy in these cards right now. My goodness. Okay, so what will your marriage be like? So here we have the Empress, and this indicates a very supportive and nurturing relationship between the two of you. So your marriage is going to be very loving, nurturing, and supportive. Your partner is going to be a very supportive lover. They're going to be very sensual, and they're going to be very committed to your relationship. Both of you are going to be committed to the relationship. And then we also have the Chariot. And the Chariot indicates, you know, going towards something quickly and with confidence. And so what this tells me about a relationship is that you're going to really take action very quickly. You know, you're not going to be indecisive about this person when you first meet them. Both of you are going to just take control of your love life at that time and move towards the relationship without hesitation. And then we also have the Queen of Pentacles here. And this Queen of Pentacles is indicating to me that this is going to be a very stable relationship. And again, it's, you know, mirroring this sense of nurture that we see over here with the Empress. So both of you are going to be very aware of nurturing your relationship and nurturing each other. And it goes back to this healing aspect that we have as the root of your relationship, the root of your marriage. And so, you know, you're going to be very kind to each other. And your marriage is going to be very comfortable. You may live in a very comfortable setting. There may be a lot of financial stability in your lives, which will allow for you to be very comfortable in your life together. So now let's take a look and see what's going to keep your marriage strong. And again, we have here the Star Tarot, and we'll see what is going to keep your marriage strong. Okay, and we have the King of Wands that just came out. So with the King of Wands, what I see is that what's going to keep your marriage strong is just putting a lot of effort into the relationship. And this seems to be an ongoing theme with all the groups. And it is an ongoing theme with any relationship. You have to put a lot of work into the relationship. You know, a lot of us will have this idea that when we find the one, when we find our soulmate, when we find our true love, it's going to be effortless, you know, and yeah, in the beginning, there's a period of infatuation, a period where everything is just, wonderful. And this person can do no wrong, because the relationship is so new and there's all these hormones going on, and everything is just fresh and new. And but as time goes on, especially for a long-term relationship, as many of you know, it requires for you to put effort into it. No matter if they are your true love, no matter if they are the one, your soulmate or anything, it requires for you to put in the work. And that is going to be what's going to keep your marriage strong, for you to continue to pursue romance in your relationship, to keep that spark alive between the two of you, to make that passionate and deep connection. Make time for passion, make time for romance, make time for dates, make time for each other. So now let's go ahead and see with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Let's see what qualities your future spouse is going to, what you're going to love about your future spouse, and what they're going to love about you. So your partner, your future spouse, is being represented by the rabbit. So the qualities that you're going to really love about your partner is that they're going to be very sensitive individuals. They're going to be really, really good listeners. You're going to be able to just talk and talk with this person, and they're just going to, no matter how much you talk, they're going to be listening, and they're going to really actually truly be listening to what you're saying. Like, they're not going to be spaced out on God knows what while you're sharing with them, what went wrong with your day or whatever. They're actually going to be true listeners, great listeners. And once you are ready for a solution to your problem, if that's what you so want, they're going to be great problem solvers. They're going to have great ideas to solve whatever problem it is that you're having. And so, yeah, you're going to love that about them. And so you here are being represented by the cheetah. So your future spouse is going to really love that you have a lot of energy, and you're very attractive. Your personality is just very attractive to other people. Like, you have a certain charm about yourself, and you just, you're driven by purpose and passion, and that just fuels you into achieving anything that you want to achieve. And you just, you have a very bright personality that you just, draws, it makes you shine from within. So your partner is really going to love the way that you shine. Your charisma, your charm, that makes you so attractive. Next up, we have the Unicorn Oracle to find out how is your future spouse going to support you in your marriage. Courage, you are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. So yeah, your partner is going to make you feel very, very safe. Okay? Not only physically safe, like they're going to keep you safe from harm from others, but it's just going to be a very safe, emotionally safe space, since they are such good listeners and such good problem solvers. Like, that's going to make it so that you feel safe with them. You feel safe expressing how you feel. And so, yeah, that's how they're going to support you. They're going to be great listeners, and that's going to be very supportive for you. And so, how are you going to support them? reflection, healing, transformation. So again, we have this theme of healing. You know, your presence to your future partner is going to be very, very healing. And you're going to help them reflect on things more clearly. And then that's what's going to really be supportive to them. So now let's see what advice Spirit has for a happy marriage between the two of you. New love, embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospect or for spiritual growth. So yeah, it goes back to that theme of, you know, keeping things fresh, you know, finding time for each other so that you can keep that spark alive between the two of you. Okay, lastly, we have the Secret Garden mini cards, and I'm just going to read this off to you, and I'm not going to interpret it because this is for you to interpret however it resonates with you on a personal level. So we have share. The busy bee should still make time for each flower. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you have a personal question or issue that you need help with, I do offer personalized readings, which the link for my Etsy shop will be linked in the description down below if you're interested. So thank you once again, and bye-bye.